Hello everyone, Mike Arnold here, co-founder of Path Trading Partners along with Bob Iacchino. So, quick move up in Bitcoin. We did have this little double bottom. It was not really tradable easily because of this explosive move. So you see the double bottom just pointing it out. Here are the targets. Ran up and now we're getting a little pullback. Just wanted to point that out. You can see the double bottom on the 4 hour. So, and we also had a divergence on the daily, which I'll get to. But now we're going to be watching to see if it can pull back and hold above this key level of 62.53 to 61.92 and then rotate back up. We'll be watching for that. Again, the rotation zone, it pretty much closed dead on the top of the rotation zone and the target. Even though it spiked through it, it closed dead on the target and the rotation zone. We're going to see if this can hold, and then we can eventually get the first cross. An aggressive entry would be a pullback, then a rotation back up. A more conservative entry would be to wait for the rotation zone to cross, and then a rotation back up. The next targets are about 66.31. You can see also that we came down here. We're watching right around the 6,000 level. And that was the next projected level lower, and we did bounce at 6,008. Again, 66.31 would be the 25% retracement in the last little spike high. And we then have 67.04. So 66.31 to 6,700 is going to be key resistance based off the 4 hour chart. Let's check the daily chart. And you see the 8 coming in right above the 66.31. The 8's right about 66.56. So right in this level is what you should be watching for if you manage to get something down here. Definitely move up your stops or take partial profits, because we still, we just could still rotate lower. It looks like a short-term bottom might be in. At least we got waiting momentum. We have the divergence. You see here, lower low in price, slightly higher low in the RSI. But this could easily just also drift sideways and wait till the H catches up, and we'll just have to see. That's why any entry down here is very aggressive. If we break down through here, let's see. Let me just drag this next level down to see what it would. We'd be looking about 58.65 to 58.31 would be the next little cluster down there below, and then 57.22, then 55.34. So just don't get too carried away yet. Again, because the rotation zones are still against us, but shall see. If it does rally through to 66.31 level, the next key level is 69.43, and then the declining 21 coming in at that same area, just for the longer term picture if we do get a stronger recovery than this. Here is Ethereum coming back down. You know, we had 328, pausing there briefly, then going back down. We had 307, going down to 305, and then rebounding. There was no pattern on here, even on the 1 hour. I mean, you had this micro double bottom going into this flat area, but that would have been a very aggressive trade. And so we're just going to be watching to see what it does now. It rallied up to just the 8, didn't even get to the other side of the rotation zone. I'm going to update these levels too while we're down here to watch for the macro lower levels. I guess I could do the other ones too. On the most recent swing, it looks like the momentum here is also waning a bit. You can also watch for that 50 holding above that 50% level, the 62.5% level on Ethereum also, and then see if the rotation, if this does rally some more and gets the other side of the rotation zone, we'd be looking at about 345, and the next key level will be 357. Let's check in on the daily chart though. Yeah, 357 with the declining 8, that would be our next major target here. To see if we leave this tail behind too, and then hold above the 50% retracement, that's a very, very aggressive entry. If these don't hold, 296, then 288 are next minor levels. Next major is 278, then 252. It does look also, if we keep this rally on, that we have a slight divergence. See down here at the RSI, this will pick up and turn higher, so we have lower low in price, slightly higher low, so this might be a temporary bottom, at least for Ethereum, and we might see a rally back to some of these slightly higher levels. Just keep in mind, still very aggressive to trade against it, so trade with stops if you're trying to pick bottoms, and know where those are before you get in your trade, so you're not second guessing yourself. And if it rotates back down, you want to be out of it and just let it continue lower. So we have for you in Bitcoin and Ethereum, and we'll talk to everyone soon. Bye for now.